Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Mavry here, and today we are watching episode 3 of Enen no Shouboutai, Fire Force. So basically, last episode, before we were rudely interrupted by the Ashen Knights, Shinra was about to talk with Captain Og and learn a bit more about the Adola Link, Adola Burst, etc., etc., right? And that's something that I'm really interested in as well. It's not been explained at all so far within the series. Even though we do have a kind of vague concept of what it actually is, how it actually works, apparently acting as a sort of gateway to this other world, other dimension, whatever you want to call it, right? But, it's about time that somebody showed up and explained some things, right? And I don't mean people who have already read the manga. I want the characters themselves to explain it to us. Beyond that, though, I mean, we got Shinra being possessed by this weird girl thingamajig. I mean, she's not, even though, well, I think by her body type, it seems obvious that she's a girl. It's just, I don't know. The entire situation last episode didn't really strike me as anything too urgent or whatnot. It seemed that under all times the situation was under control and whatnot, either because of the captain being there, the lieutenant being there, and of course Offer being there. And I did enjoy seeing Offer kick some ass because he normally gets the short straw, right? So it was nice seeing him show off his potential a bit for a while. Beyond all that, what else happened last episode? Oh, I guess for the parting words, we were apparently going to see someone else who possessed the same sort of abilities as Sho and Shinra and whatnot. Apparently they're called pillars now, which instantly reminds me of another very famous shonen work, famous for its pillars, if you will. But of course, that's probably just well, I mean, pillars, foundation, it's whatever. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling here. Let's just jump right into the episode, and hopefully we can learn a bit more in terms of the backstory this time. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. What is with your weird mouth? Hamue is that girl with a blindfold on her head, right? I believe that's what she's called anyways. Okay, you're not gonna name drop a bit? I wonder if if she is sort of like what was the other guy called? I can't remember. The Joker dude? I wonder if she's sort of similar to him. Like maybe. Wait, the first pillar? So that girl was the first pillar? I mean, this girl is Hamue, right? Oh, and it's not a blindfold. It's a little Hamue. Yeah. It was a crown. A crown. I just remember her having some sort of blindfold or whatnot. Alright, so back to the opening. Huh, so it looks like so that girl who was controlling Shinra was indeed different. So she's not of the Ashen Knights. So in that case, I do think that she is sort of similar to Joker in a sense, where kinda neutral in a way. You can't really call it neutral. Yeah, she's not appearing with these people. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Oh, it was. Huh? We're certainly having a lot of yandere-esque characters. I do kind of miss Joker Dude, though. I want to see him again. Yeah. Lato. Alright. Flashpoint, eh? Wait, well, aren't you going to talk about the adult links and Delictverse? What were you here for again, Shinra? Ah, don't question it. Yeah, say thank you. Right. That's... I'm high ranking. Oh, agency chief. Yeah, I do recall the 8th put, uh, was founded at the discretion of the Fire Defense Agency. I mean, I've had my questions about this at the beginning as well, right? The 8 fire companies all seem to work rather autonomously. Although I guess technically all the different fire companies were founded by respective agencies. Oh, it's this girl, right? Who was in the opening. Ink. What? Did you smell fire? Smoke? And I mean, that's quite an apt nickname, I guess. Quite cute, I guess. Okay. Maybe not? Maybe yes? I mean, I'm assuming since they're showing this girl right now, she's obviously related to all this somehow. Run! Any normal person would think that they created this fire. They set this fire off. I mean, why would you even need to wait until there's a fire if you're going to just be... Like, why do you even need to wait until the fire breaks out? Just set the fire yourself. You can always sense flame. Okay, this girl's probably the new pillar, I guess. Okay. Oh, I like how, I don't know if you guys noticed, her shirt is actually Run DMC. The kanji on that is actually Run. So it's a Run DMC shirt. Hmm. Okay. This is just some exposition and whatnot. Oh. Is this dangerous enough for you, girl? Okay, so I guess her powers haven't completely manifested yet, right? Okay. Crazy girl, eh? Ooh. And she's excited by all this. This is one twisted girl. I mean, this girl is absolutely crazy, but that is entertaining, right? Mm. Okay. Remote vision now. Are there gonna be other companies to help? Hmm. Let's go. I have a feeling this girl isn't gonna really just come quietly. And of course, we got can't forget the OG crazy girl from first season. Wait, he knows her? Oh, damn. She getting turned on by this? Holy shit. Have we seen anything like this in the first season? I don't think to this extent before. What? I kind of had an idea because that's what was shown in the opening, right? Okay. Whoa. Damn. But what if they don't use their heat powers? Yep. What? Four. Wait, so they're literally his cheerleading squad? Damn. Strength versus power. Oh. Holy shit, this dude. Cool guys don't look at explosions, right? Well, you certainly have it easy up there, don't you? I mean, technically, you can just take Inca and run. Nobody said you had to fight him here and there. Eh. Alright. See you guys after this. Man, oh man, this was an entertaining episode. I enjoyed this one very much, especially at the end there with, we got introduced to some pretty good characters. Caron at the end there, like, oh man, he's so over the top and I absolutely love it, right? I mean, first of all, he's really strong, right? He's going all like, me big dude, me no care, small ant punch, or something of that sort, right? Just shrug off all of Shinra's attacks and do counterattacks at the same time. Like that last well, what was it like smacking him down into the ground and throwing him around. That felt like it definitely at least broke some ribs, broke some bones down there, right? So that was awesome. And then later on, with I mean, just all the overtime and like walking, like literally having fire exploding behind him as he is walking and all that. Oh, that is too good, too good. And even having his own personal cheering squad as well. Like that is so ridiculous, so over the top. But it's these kind of things that to me makes a series interesting. So really loving it, really loving this this new antagonist character here. And then we also are introduced to Inka, right? The supposed fifth pillar here. And first of all, she has more questionable morals, I guess you could say, but I do enjoy that, right? It's I hate it when a series always goes like all lawful good all the time, like what Shinra is and whatnot. I do enjoy these more moralistically gray characters, in a sense where not completely evil, but not trying to be any goody two shoes as well. And Inka, I appreciate the diversity she brings to the cast here, right? Although I think a lot of the girls that we've introduced so far in this anime have been crazy one way or another. But still, this is a different kind of crazy, right? Danger seeking, apparently doesn't have that much regard for her own safety or life either. And then having a really cool ability, right? Like being able to predict where flames are going, and whatnot, and then utilizing that as a sort of attack as well. Although, I think that would actually get kind of, that would be kind of annoying to use, right? Like, you can consider what happens if, she can never see any threat of the fire, against an enemy, right? So should literally be helpless and can only run around in circles. But we'll see about that. We don't know the extent of her power, right? But it's definitely a pretty cool and interesting power as well. And her backstory or her personality so far, we do see her describing her own backstory herself, right? So, the little clues and context that were hinted here and there makes me believe that she probably didn't really have a reason for living, if you will. So 9 times out of 10, I think these kinds of situations is probably something related with family trouble, family problems. If I were to venture a guess, I would say her parents either died or she was abandoned by her parents, or maybe her parents are fighting because of her, or some sort, right? Definitely some sort of family issue here that's causing her to be like, why am I in this world? What reason do I have for living? That kind of stuff. And it reflects that, right? It reflects that in her current personality as well. So is she going to change? I expect, since Shinra is the protagonist of this story, and then him also really fighting for family, first and foremost, and then having a character like Inka, who presumably, anyways, from my guessing, has a sort of like a troubled background because of her family as well. Now, it represents a pretty good opportunity for them to cross paths, right? And obviously, I think Shinra is going to rub off on Inka in some sort of way, and then maybe turn her to the light side, if you will, instead of the dark side. But who knows? That is just a wild guess after all. But I think it's pretty apt. She also seems to have these sort of these issues with needing to be wanted or something like that. I know the hint there was a little bit weaker than the others, so I'm not really sure if that was the case. But I can totally see that situation tying into being abandoned or having some family troubles as well, right? Like, why were you born? Why did I give birth to you? You're nothing. You're a disappointment. You're unneeded. That kind of stuff, contributing to her story and resulting in her personality as we see so far. I can definitely see a case where that is coming, but we'll probably find out more once we get through the fight, and then eventually I would presume that Inka falls under the protection or at least the custody of the 8th. Although, I mean, it would be pretty refreshing if she continues to remain like a neutral third party, right? In fact, that would be my preferred outcome out of all this. But we shall see. We shall see. And then what else? We talked I talked briefly at the beginning of that, that other girl, right? I think let's just call her the first pillar for now. So is she actually human, right? That's definitely a interesting question here. I do have the thinking that she is similar to Joker in a way, and I remember one of my commenters commenting during the first season that the Joker might be some sort of demon or inferno instead from the other world and then coming to this human world or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do definitely see the first pillar and the Joker maybe being cut from the same sort of cloth, if you will. So maybe not entirely 100% human in a sense, right? And then of course them being able to cross between the different dimensions as well definitely makes you think that there's a little bit more something special to her rather than just being a human. That's the first pillar. In fact, what if all those who possess Adela Burst or somewhat or whatnot aren't exactly quite human, right? That could also be a possibility here. But anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm looking forward to a big fight in the next episode. Although, like I said, Shura doesn't need to do this. His orders were just to secure the supposed fifth pillar, right? To secure Inca and observe, keep her away from the White Clads or whatnot. So I think this kind of situation, definitely the priority would be keeping Inca safe. I don't know. I would have instead asked Shinra to just take Inca, just grab her along and then hurry back and get some more reinforcements and whatnot. But hey, he's the hero, right? And heroes can't really back down or make strategic retreats here. So, looking forward to some great fighting in the next episode, and hopefully you guys are as well. So, there we go. That's it for Fire Force Episode 3. I'll see you guys next week as well. Bye-bye.